funny how this is advertised and then all of a sudden right below it. Oh my God, what is he doing, bro? Look at that.
Yeah,
Oh no. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Millennial podcast. This is going to be episode number 4, and we are here today with my buddy DJ Mik3.
Hello.
He's a DJ here in Dallas, Texas. So he does a lot of parties, pool part. We just filmed some stuff at a pool party. He does a lot of bars. I filmed stuff. If you go on my business page, I filmed him DJing at a bar. So I want to introduce him to you guys and let him know what he does. So Mike, the floor is yours, big dog.
Yo, what's up? Hi, my name's Mike. I go by Mik3 or Pizzle. Been pretty much DJing for a while, about 13 years. I play here and there, started in West Texas. Moved here about 3 years ago. I've been playing at, local EDM places like the Green Elephant, shows here and there, Jack's House, The way I started is pretty much I just wanted to introduce electronic music to people out there in West Texas, but it was pretty much like non-existent over there. So in order for me to get gigs out there, pretty much I just started doing open format. So I also do open format. I could do weddings, quinceañeras, stuff like that. But yeah, that's
for us that don't know all that DJ stuff. What is open format?
Open format's pretty much any genre of music that you could play. It could be hip hop, country, rock. That's pretty much open format. You could just, your platform on the music genre is pretty much open.
Okay.
There's people that can only play house music. There's people that only do hip hop. I pretty much can play, anything. I can put, any music together.
All around guy. That's what I'm talking about. Cool.
It's fun. It's a challenge, but throughout the years,
yeah, I bet.
Get used to it.
I bet it's a challenge.
It's fun.
I mean, I saw you mixing up that stuff at your apartment that one time, man, and I don't know, I couldn't even do that, dude. Like, that looks crazy.
Yeah, it's a process. A lot of people see DJs as, it's like, nah, this guy, they just, they have fun all the time. It's not all fun. It's a little stressful. It's a lot of work. Behind the scenes, getting music ready, it takes hours and hours and hours of work and research, like just finding new music, organizing your music and then queuing your music, but once you get up there and you play, these sets, that's when, that's the easy part, I think.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
And that's what a lot of people that, I wanted to bring you on here because a lot of people don't see that about how much work actually goes in behind the scenes for you guys to make that music. Some of them think you guys already have it pre-recorded and all that stuff. But I know from talking with you, like, you do everything per show. Like, if you're going to this bar, you don't use like that same mix to go to another bar. No. Like, you have to make completely different stuff. And that's why a lot of people are like, oh my God, this DJ is X amount of dollars. All he does is play music. But they need to understand like that work that y'all put into that stuff, man. I know it's a lot of work. I saw you do it.
I mean, and there's some DJs out there that do get away with, just playing your usual set, like, not. I would say, I mean, there are people that do pre-recorded sets out there, and to me, it's kind of like trash, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. No, it is. It is. I've heard them.
Because I pretty much just, just gather around my music, and then I don't go song by song. I just go get a bunch of music together, go out there, and I kind of pretty much just freestyle the songs and throw them in there, boom, boom. But yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of people out there that just go out there and just, play a lot of pre-recorded mixes.
Yeah,
and even big DJs out there actually do it, because I've gone to shows and I've seen a certain artist twice, not in the same venue but different venues, and I would like, this sounds familiar. I think I've heard this last time at that other venue. So yeah. Unfortunately, there's some big artists out there that do pre-recorded mixes, or at least the playlist that they play the same,
Right.
And it's kind of disappointing in the ears of a DJ. If you're not like really like inclined music, whatever, you can just, it goes right through you. But
That's what I was gonna say. I probably wouldn't recognize that, but you're like, hey man, this guy played it at this bar like 2 nights ago. The same playlist, like, yeah, that's kind of like with me and like types of editing. I'll see like this video, I'm like, man, that dude uses that same template for this other video, but a lot of people don't catch that, man. That just like it's, it's same fruit, apples and oranges, But that's cool, man. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about the dating that we have going on, and my last guest Johnny, we talked a little bit about that and how that this girl broke his heart, man. Like he was talking to her. Yeah, and by the way, that episode is up on our YouTube right now. But he was explaining that he was actually talking to this chick. Like he showed me pictures of her. She was cute, and that he asked her for a date or something like that. They went on a date, but then she brought like one of her guy friends with her. Yeah.
It's awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. So that happened. And like, he was saying like somehow they started to flirt and he kind of felt like the third wheel whenever him and her were actually.
They didn't make him pay for everything, huh?
No, that would have been the good thing. And so, like, he was like, man, forget this. Like, he dipped out. And then he forgot something in old boy's car. And he, like, walked up to the car because he was going to go get it. And, like, he saw something he shouldn't have seen.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like, with the whole dating thing, man, it's like I've been separated for about 4 years, I think, 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so I moved from Odessa, Texas, out here to Dallas. Just start my life over, I guess. The first couple of years, I was pretty much just, trying to get everything in my life back together. Work and all this. So I was super busy. And at the same time, I was like, man, I need to go talk to some girls or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, I started talking to one girl, and then she would just, was like, okay, that's not my type. I'll talk to another girl. And there was one time where, because I worked sometimes like 12, 13 hours at the time, she had texted me in the morning, good morning, blah, blah. I was like, all right, cool, yeah. Like, I was busy. I didn't respond till like the next day.
Yeah.
And she would be like, the next day, she was like, oh my God. I was like, you're this and that, blah, blah, blah. You ignore my text. Sister was like, hey, I'm sorry. I was like, I was busy last night and this and that. No, you're blocked. Like, as soon as they start with that,
yeah,
I'm not for it. I'm like, nope. And like throughout my year, I mean, I'm 35 now.
And that's the other thing, guys. I only like to have millennials on, and it's Millennial Mind podcast. So if you guys want to come on, got to be a true millennial, 31 to 40. I think like 31 to 41. I think that's the age. But Gen Z is trying to hack our, I'm 33. Like, no.
A lot of people think I'm 28, but that's.
Oh, I get that. I get that all the time, dude. Since I lost all this weight, I actually got. I went to my kids' school, and the last time they saw me was in August, and of course, I was a fat ass in August, right? Yeah, bro, I was 300 pounds, bro. What are you talking about? No, anyways, that was the last time his counselor saw me, and then I went to go see her in May, this past May, because he was getting his driver's license. Right, so he had to go get this like form of like verification of enrollment, VOE form, right, to show he was in this school.
Yeah.
And so I was up there with him, and that same counselor was telling him like, okay, yeah, we'll get this started, blah blah, but make sure you got to bring your dad up here. Your brother can't help you. And dude, my son just he started busting out laughing, and I'm sitting there, I'm like,
Chris was probably like, hey, bro, like go get dad.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was like, whoa, wait, like, what the heck, dude? Yeah. And then, like, I looked at him again. He just starts laughing, and I forgot the counselor's name. Her name is really something weird, but I was like, Miss Blah Blah. I was like, it's me, it's TJ, like his dad, and she just kind of looked like, nah. She was like, oh my gosh. She's like, what the heck? Whoa, what happened? I was like, yeah, long story, fighting this, fighting that, fighting death. From appendix, blah, blah. I said, but yeah, it's me. She's like, oh, man, you look so good. So you could pass for his brother now. Like, yeah, I know. When I was big, it made me look older. But so anyway, so back to what you were saying. You were saying that, once they start tripping, but now reverse that. And they expect you to not trip. Let's say you text the girl and she didn't text you back for like a whole day, like, would you trip on that if she was like, I was busy?
I wouldn't trip, but like just recently actually too, I was someone was trying to hook me up with this one chick or whatever, and she she agreed to go on a date, a certain date, say, hey, let's go out on Saturday, I got you, cool, let's go do something. That date came, and it was Saturday, and I was like, hey, how's your day going so far? And like, you ready for tonight? I was like, well, what do you feel like doing, or what do you what do you like to eat? And then I didn't get a response till like the next day. I'm like, oh man, this girl just ghosted me. She says like, hey, I'm sorry, I was, my sister came in town, blah blah blah. It's like, nope. Like,
then you just cut them off.
Yeah, it's like, man, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, so have you ever had that? Because a lot of them nowadays, and people we don't even know. I mean, luckily, I don't know if I could date now. Like, I'm so glad I'm married. I look at the stuff going on.
Yeah, you're lucky, man.
And man, like, me and my wife talk about that. She's like, and even she says it too with like dudes, because it seems to me like the good guys like you cannot seem to find that good girl. Right? It's like opposites always attract, man. It's just hard. And then you see these good girls.
I ended up always, I don't know, for some reason, I always end up with toxic ones.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, either, but have you ever had one that you found out had an OF?
What's an OF?
OnlyFans.
Oh.
That's good that you don't know what that means. Ladies, look, he's an innocent guy. Come get him. The good girls, come get him. He's innocent.
Not really. I mean, I know girls that have OF or whatever.
But you never encountered one, like, you went on a date with one and all of a sudden, like, you came across that shit?
No, not yet. But
not
that I know.
Not that you know of. Yeah, not that you know of, yeah.
Not yet, so.
Damn, that's funny as shit, man. With the girls that okay, so you said you kind of like took a break though. Yeah. Like, you're taking a break right now to.
Like, not necessarily taking a break. When I first got here, yeah, I was kind of like, started talking and, but I was like, man, I got to focus more on getting my life together, Yeah,
you're DJing and stuff like that.
Now that everything's kind of I guess I want to go back into dating, but at the same time, it's like, you can't really find good, like you said, like a good girl or whatever. It's like, like, the most of the girls that I've, met, they just, they don't have their, stuff together. And so it's like, man, I was like, I'm already at that age where I want to settle down with someone that has their stuff together. It's like, I don't have to take care of, I already have a kid. I don't want to be taking care of like some grown ass.
Yeah, a 28-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Man,
it's like, if she doesn't have her stuff together, it's like, I don't, I really don't. I mean, not necessarily just have her stuff together, but at least have the mentality, like, to be a good grown adult.
Right. On the path of like getting a career that she wants to have or something like that. Yeah.
Or like that don't play like kid games, you know what I mean?
And man, that's so hard to find. I mean, I got a buddy, I'm not gonna say his name, but man, I tell you what, his chick, dude, I mean, she threw a lamp at him and cut his whole head open. Like, he had to get like 4 or 5 stitches right here, dude. And we're like, dude, you need to stay the F away from that girl, bro. Like, he's like, yeah, change it up, And he was like, all right. He's listening to us. And she has a kid from another guy, right? And he loves this kid. He was trying to take care of this kid, etc. So he fell in love with the kid. And this is what's really hard. And this is what a lot of single moms think, that stuff like doesn't affect men. Like, we don't have emotions towards the kids. Or the kid himself, yeah. She's just like, oh, well, I don't want, whatever, I'm leaving you, blah, blah. But then, what if the kid grew attached to the man because he's starting to look at him like a father figure or something like that, right? So he didn't date her for a while, and he was doing good, man. He was going back to the gym. He was looking better. He lost like a good 15 pounds. He was starting to get back to like whenever I met him back in like 2008, And he got back with her behind all of our backs. Like, even our entire friend group that we had, bro, we always watched the Cowboys. Yeah. You no,
plenty of times.
man.
Like I don't.
Yeah, so he didn't say nothing, but then we know him so because we all watch football games together, Cowboy games. We always watch them together. But all of a sudden, like he starts acting different. Like he started to get a little chunky. He wasn't going back to the gym. He was losing his muscles. Like this dude's getting way too comfortable with somebody or something. Like yeah, something's going on. So all of us got together and we're like, hey, we think he's back with this chick. There's no way. So there's no way he's back with this chick that just slammed a lamp in front of his head. I said, there's no way, bro.
That was a big red flag. I would just run. Well, we can't. It's gonna get worse.
Lo behold, we confront him. We invite him out to go to have some drinks. This was about 2 years ago. Invite him to have some drinks, and we're like, hey, we know something's going up. What's going on, bro? Yeah. And he's, what are you about? Like, nah. We're like, don't play stupid with us, bro. We're all friends. We all know each other. Like,
care about you, man.
Yeah, we care about you, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, you back with her, huh? And he's like, well, then we're like, you be chilling. Because he's a Mexican guy. And we're like, are you stupid, bro? Like, you're going to get yourself killed with this girl now, man, you know? But, I mean, they're doing good. I think she's kind of set her, at that point she was still mid-20s, so she was still cray-cray. You know, now I think she's kind of grown up a little bit.
How old are they now?
So he's my age. He's 38. Well, no, 39. And I think at the time he was 35 and I was 34. And it was like 2019. So yeah, I was like 34. And then I think she was like 25 or 26 at that time. So now I think she's pushing 30, and she kind of matured a little bit.
Yeah, once you get in your 30s, you start.
Yeah. So, but they've been doing really well. I mean, you know, plus he still loves that little boy that she has, you know. So it's just crazy, man, this stuff that goes on. I'm just like, man, I will do everything in my power to work anything out in my marriage to not get back on the dating scene. I don't care what it is, dude. Like,
I tried. Sometimes you can't force something, you know?
That's very true, man. That's very true. And so, speaking of that, on my last podcast, if you watched it, there was this guy. He went to prison for not paying child support. You know how much money it was? So he went to prison for 5 years for not paying $1,500 of child support.
Oh, wow.
$1,500, dude.
What?
Yeah. And it's not because he didn't want to pay. The dude, like, I think when I read the story or the article, I can't remember where it was at, but he lost his job or something and he could not pay it. And then he finally got a job back and they were going to garnish his wages. But before they could do that and get everything situated in court, like, the state slammed him with a court, the state, not the chick. The state slammed him with a court order that he didn't pay, and then he went to jail for 5 years.
Jeez.
Now, are you ready for the kicker? You're going to be like, oh, hell no, you'll probably leave, bro.
Oh, no.
So check this out.
We went to Mario or what?
No. So they went to this place called paternity court. Okay. All right? Now, he was suspicious about the kid. Because it didn't have, you see where this is going? He didn't have any kind of features. His nose was different. His eyes were, you know, like slanted. Like, it didn't look like him. Nothing was wrong with the kid. But, you know, just the features. Mm-hmm. So, after he spent 5 years in prison because of this child support, he took the mom to court. And he was saying that because he didn't think the kid was his. And so they took him to court. You want me to show you the video?
Sure.
All right, check this out, dude.
Mari says,
Yeah. No, check this out, dude. Hold on.
Oh, man, that's a nightmare, bro.
All right, so this is the guy. You ready?
You spent 5 years in prison for failing to pay child support for the defendant, Ms. Sears' son, Dylan. Mr. Manser, you are not his father.
Oh, man. 5 years in prison.
Do you know who his father is. At least I talk to him still.
And like,
She knows who the father is, bro.
they don't punish her for that though. Like,
No.
you get away with that. That is
Dude.
yeah, that would lost my.
Man, I tell you what, man. My last video, a lot of stuff got misconstrued about what I said about my divorce being crazy. Now, I want to reiterate on that for everybody because there was some comments in my videos about, divorce and this. Okay, my divorce was not crazy. My divorce was actually really simple. It was easy. It was 50-50 custody. My ex-wife signed. I signed. We both have 50-50 custody and 50-50 parental, agreement, right? So, what had happened was she got married to this guy, and he lived in Colorado. She was trying to take my kid to Colorado, right? And my son didn't want to go. And I had told her, I said, you can't take him from me like that. She's trying to tell me, like, I'm not taking him from you. I said, what do you call taking my kid from a state to another 2 states? Yeah. What is that? That's not taking him from me. And she couldn't grasp this. Well, you can see him whenever you want. How the hell am I going to see my kid every other weekend when he's in college? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just reiterating that it was my custody battle that went to crap. It wasn't my divorce. It was my custody battle. And, my wife now, like, we weren't married yet, but we fought and dude, it was like 6.5 years of just being dragged through the mud from the state of Texas. I mean, you go in there, bro, and it's like you're not even a father, bro. You are a criminal, and you have to prove yourself as to why you can see your kid. You are guilty until proven innocent in family court.
Unfortunately, that's how they see man. Man always has the disadvantage when it comes to like stuff like that.
Yeah. Even if you're a good father, bro, even if you're a good father, good dad, it don't matter. And the and you know what? I look at it as the reason why us millennial dads are suffering so much is because of Gen X dads. Our dads. Our dads were crap. They didn't care about the kids. The 90s divorce rate was out the roof of Gen X. It was like 60% divorce rate, whatever, because men were dogs. And so now, because the court system was like in the early 2000s, well, okay, let's try to fix this. So they decided to hammer down on all this shit. And then who feels the repercussion of that? We do.
Yeah. Because
now the court system thinks these fathers that were crap, that didn't care, that never paid child support, that got away with it, never went to jail, never did. My dad, dude, my dad didn't pay child support at all until bad stuff happened. I moved back with my mom. And my mom had told my dad, the minute that, you do this, blah, 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 to Tony, I'm going to get you. And so that stuff happened. That's whenever my mom, went to the state of Texas and just like, she hammered my dad. She, like, bad, But the thing is, I was still, 17 at the time. I knew nothing of life. I knew nothing of what was going on. I knew nothing of what my mother was doing. All I knew was, I was growing up in a bad area as a teenager over in Colorado with my dad, and I needed to get out. Like I lived it for 3 years, and then it finally clicked. I needed to get out of that environment because if I don't, I'm never going to be able to live my dream of being a Marine, of what I want to do, because I was going down the wrong path. I had a dad. I didn't have a father. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he was Disneyland dad. He would, he bought me a car. He was like, hey, man, here's $100 for the week for gas. And then he was gone. And to this day, I've never heard an apology from him. The last time I talked to him, bro, was like 2007. 2007 or 2008. I can't remember. Like, I really can't remember. It was like right whenever my divorce was happening. And I couldn't remember if I was in the Marine Corps or out of the Marine Corps the last time I talked to him on the phone. when he was like, oh, what's going on? And I know he was still in the Marines at the time. And he's like, what's going on, blah, blah. And I told him, I was like, yeah, this happened, blah, blah. And she's asking this. And he's like, yeah, that's what they do. All they want is money. And this and this, because, my mom and my dad had went through that stuff. And my mom did all that to him. So he was, instead of him being supportive and saying, okay, this is how we can get through this. Look, this is what I did whenever me and your mom went through it. Instead of being a father to me, he was like being my best bud. Well, I told you that's all they want. They always want money. They don't care about this. You know what I'm saying?
Similar thing with my parents actually happened when I was 12. My parents, I think it was 12, 13 around that time. We lived here in Urban actually, and my parents had split up. They had this huge fight. They would always fight, and then they would break up. We would move out, and then it would break up. And it was like, for me and my sister growing up with them, it was just kind of chaotic all the time, moving back and forth. And it was bad. Childhood was kind of shitty. But when it came to when I was like 12 years old, they split up. They had this huge fight, and then my dad, he had grabbed me. He was like, "Hey, you're coming with me." Like boys with boys, girls with girls. My sister stayed with my mom. It's like, I was like, yeah, man, I went through hell living with my dad. Like, seriously, sometimes I would not eat. Sometimes I wouldn't have the place to stay. Mm-hmm. It was just, he was always drinking, doing this, and that. Like you said, my dad too is like, sometimes we'll have a hotel or an apartment, and he would leave me alone for like a week or two, like me not knowing if he's going to come back or not, Yeah. Drive money for food. Yeah. I'm like, I'm just, it was like every day was just, actually me and him got in a fist fight one time when I was a kid. Oh, where I would like hide his money. Sometimes I would go in his wallet and take, $50, $100, here, and I would just, hide it from him because he would spend, and then we wouldn't have money to do anything. Yeah. There was one time he was, he wanted me to give him the money. It's like, I know you have my money, blah, blah, blah. He was drunk, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Oh, he punched me. Me being like, 12, 13 years old. And we're in the rain because our car broke down in Juarez, Mexico, whatever. And he swung at me, boom, hit me in the face. My first reaction was just to hit him back, boom. What? Dang, for real? You clocked him. I got him. He fucking fell in the rain, got wet, got all wet. And then he was chasing me after that. And I locked myself in my car. And he started trying to bang the window off. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit I went through with my dad growing up. Dang. That's why I don't like to, talk to him all the time. Even though he calls me, like. Right, that's true. So eventually. At least he calls you. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't mean bad, but of course. He's still. So. Does he ever apologize for that? Yeah. But I don't know. Like, sincere, say, hey, Mike, I'm really sorry for what I did when you were little. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to forget all that stuff. Oh, no, for sure. I agree. 100%. Yeah. Forgive, but, yeah, you can't forget. Of course. I agree with you 100%. Socialize with him. Like, my sister does. My sister actually does talk to him more than I do. Yeah. I don't. I just lost respect for him. Right. For a lot of things. So I lost contact with my sister for a while. And my dad had dropped me off at one of my uncle's house in Chihuahua, whatever. And so happens that my sister just randomly called, boom, like, hey, have y'all seen Mike? We haven't heard from him, and whatever. So, oh yeah, he's right here, boom. Talk to my sister. Oh, how you been? I haven't heard from her in like years, whatever. Mm-hmm. My mom, and she's like, "Well, you doing good?" I'm like, "Well, no, I don't know where my dad's at. He just dropped me off here. We're gonna go pick you up." I'm like, "Yeah, you're excited, right?" Yeah. See, that's the way I was, man. That's exactly how I was. So I moved back with my sister, and I was happy. And then, I mean, everything was better after that. But same going through with my dad. No, man, it was hell. Yeah. Dude, I understand totally, man. And, what's the really, shitty part about all this is I still talk to all his sisters, which are my aunts. They're all on my Facebook. Yeah. And I see them all the time posting pictures of him. Happy birthday. His birthday just passed on the 21st of June. And, I saw a recent picture of him. Of course, he's older. He doesn't look like what I remember, but he still looks the same, But I just sit there and think about this. Like, I could never, ever do that to my son. Now, I am
My son is the same age right now, about to be 17, as I was when I left my dad. So there's no excuse about my dad saying, you don't know what it, if me and him were ever to talk again, there's no excuse of him saying, well, you don't know what it felt. Yes, I do. Because I've already went through divorce. I have my own kid. He's about to be 17. I've been a father for as long as you have, and I'm your age the day that I left you. My dad, I think he was like 38 or 39 whenever I left, and I was 17, and I'm 38. So there's just no way he can ever tell me, you don't know what it was like. Yes, I do. But the difference is I fought for my kid, and my ex-wife was not going to take him from me, regardless of what she said. Oh, I'm not taking him from me. You're taking him to another state. And I flipped it around on her one time. I said, okay, cool. Give me the keys to your car. I'm going to leave it at my house. I'm not taking your car away from you, but you have to figure out how to get to work. But I'm not taking your car away from you. What are you talking about? I'm just putting it over there.
Yeah.
You know, and she looked at me like I was stupid. I'm like, do you get what I'm saying now? Like, you're taking my kid from me.
She's gonna bring him over here like every time that, I had to visit,
Right.
That's a hassle. I mean, it's not like you're going to get on a plane every other week,
Oh, dude. And that's not even the cold part. So when we were going through all this stuff, right? So about 3 years into it, I had started doing more research because these lawyers, dude, they don't care about you.
No.
All they care about making money, and all they care about is prolonging, whatever fight you're doing.
They win, it looks good on them too. So
Exactly. Well, in family court, they're on their winners. That's why they draw it out so long, and then they're like, okay, we both come to an agreement. Now, about 3 years into this, I pulled my ex-wife aside, and I told her, I said, do you realize your lawyer doesn't give two shits about you? My lawyer doesn't give two shits about me. They're working together for me and you to fight while they take our money.
See, my sister went through custody of my niece. Actually, she went through hell and back and forth with her, ex, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, first lawyer that she got, she didn't do anything. I think she probably made things worse. So she ended up paying her, and then she didn't really do anything. She ended up getting another lawyer and another one, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, she would tell me how much she would pay for every court, I'm like, Jesus, thousands.
Yeah, bro.
Like that's insane.
Mine, $3,500 every month. Luckily, I was working in the oil fields and I was making good money, but of course, I had my car payment, that child support on top of that, bro.
Jeez.
If I didn't have my wife now to help me, guide me, and my mom's support helping me doing, bro, I don't even think I'd be here.
Mm-hmm.
It was so stressful. Like, I just wanted it to end. Like, I just wanted, it's like, what do I have to prove to show that, I deserve to be in my kid's life? Like, what is it?
Yeah.
And there was points where I was just like, and then I was still barely out of the Marine Corps at that time. So, I had, PTSD,
It's hard.
of all that. Yeah. And it's like, dude, you're like kind of stacking the deck with that, with the military. Plus now you have this court going on, and I was going through these classes at the VA, the psychiatrist there trying to help me do this, do that. I'm just like, bro, I can't do this no more. It was just terrible, man, until finally 2016, it finally ended. And come to find out, her husband, bro, he's a bad person. And it was terrible. Like, they had found out, she had, my ex-wife had found out, dude, this dude was like a criminal. And he was hiding like all this stuff from her. But see, I kept telling her, I was like, man, something's wrong with this dude. Like, I'm not telling you all this stuff because I hate you or I hate him. Like, something's up with this dude. We can tell when the dude, something's wrong with another dude. You know what I'm saying? And she kept trying to think like I was telling her this stuff like I wanted her to have a miserable life. When 110%, I'm like,
they assume all this. As long as they don't bug me, it's like, live your life, just keep me out of your life, I guess. But
well, I was I was fighting for my kid and my kid didn't like him. He thought he was okay, but ask my kid now what he thinks about that dude. My kid, but oh man, let me tell you something, Dad. Like he's going off on like with this guy, you know.
And see, that's like it. See, because I've raised other kids that are not mine when I was in a relationship, and I mean, those kids they don't have nothing bad to say about me when I was in with them. Every time I go see my daughter, they, hey, what's up, Mikey? How you doing? Like, I could tell they appreciate me whenever.
Sure.
I kind of race them or whatever.
Well, you're a good dude, man. That's why. Yeah, you're a good dude. They know.
So just with that, like a lot, sometimes I see, like if I'm gonna date like a girl that has kids, I kind of think about it now twice, and then they say it's like, oh man, that's messed up. I'm like, how could you, like, you have a kid of your own? It's like, it's not that. It's just that, like, you raise these kids and you get attached to them, and it makes the breakup even worse to me. And so, if I'd rather not go through that, again. So, I mean, I don't know if everybody has options. So
Yeah,
it should be a bad thing if you don't want to date someone that has kids.
It's preference.
Yeah.
I mean, just like you see these girls are like, oh, I want a guy 6'1". I want a guy making $100K. And then when you're like, yeah, triple figures, whatever, and then you're like, okay, I want a girl that's 130 pounds. You should accept me for who I am. It's like, whoa, okay, can we just reverse those double standards back real quick?
That was make the dudes look bad.
Yeah.
Because of the situation.
Yeah, it's always we're the bad guys all the time. It's like, nah. And that, like, man, that stuff's changing now. These girls I see now, man, when you start talking this stuff to them, and you're just like, you want this from a guy. You want 10 things, preference. She making you some ramen and shit. Oh, what'd you make for dinner, babe? I warmed up some ramen and pizza rolls. Like, wait a minute. What? Bagel bites. With the pizza and shit, bro. My wife can cook. That's my son. Like, bro, my son love when my wife cooks all this stuff, man. She's a really, really, really good cook. And the good thing is, dude, like my wife, she told me, she was like, look, before we even tie this knot, I don't want no kids. And I said, can we tie the knot today? Like, not because I didn't want more kids. It's because as men, we take situations and we say we're never going to ever be put in that situation ever again in our lives, because we know the damage control. And that's how I think anyways. And I've talked to other guys, and that's how they kind of think. Like, when something bad happens, we never want to go down that route ever again. And regardless of if it hurts us emotionally later down the road of making that choice, like me, I would not mind having another kid, but do I want to chance that 1% that I might have to go through what I went through with my ex-wife? No. And women don't understand that about us, is they don't understand we don't take that chance at all. Whether it's I don't care if it's 0.01%, I'm not taking that chance again, because it's financially distressed, it's emotional distressed, and physically.
The kids suffer too.
And the kids suffered. Like, my son suffered so bad through that, and I'm pretty sure, you went through the same thing. And as yours gets older, man, it's.
But she'll realize it.
Yeah, they're smart. They're smart nowadays too, dude. They understand. Like, my kid, he understood like the court stuff at 10 years old. He was like, hey, Dad, why this? Dad, why is that? That he starts asking these questions. I'm like, dude, you're 10. What are you asking these questions for? And he's like, I want to see. I want to know.
Yeah.
And see, me, I would never tell my kid, right? See, my ex-wife, she would tell him things. Oh, your dad is this. What I would do, here, son, look for yourself. I would show him. I would never talk trash about his mom. I'd never.
Yeah.
But I would say, look, and then he would see what she did or what she has done. And she was like, well, she said you did this. I said, no, I didn't do it. I said, look, this is the petitioner. This is the respondent. And then I said, do you know what petitioner means? He said, no. I said, this is who is giving. And the respond is, I'm responding to that. And once he knew that, the difference between those two in the paperwork, he was just like, I've been lied to my entire like childhood. Yeah. Because he thought that I was doing these things, that I was taking his mom back to court, that I was trying to do this, I was trying to do that. I said, yeah. And he realized that, and he understands. And like I said, once your daughter gets old enough, like, they're smart, dude.
Yeah.
They're real smart. And they can comprehend stuff that we could never comprehend at that age. Because like I said, he was 10 and 11 asking these questions. I'm like, bro, this little guy's over here. Let's get some 18, 19-year-old questions. What's going on with this? And now I see how our parents felt when, like, why are you asking these questions when you're only 13? Like, what the heck? Hey, how do you put this condom on, Dad? Wait a minute, what?
Oh.
Whenever they weren't even thinking about that, whenever they were only 18 or something, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Definitely. Oh, dude. Oh, check this out. There was another thing on here. Hold on. Where was it at? I wanted to show you that. Where was it at? Oh, we just had it up too. I wanted to talk about it. Where was it at? No way. Come on. Oh, dude. I want to get on this subject. Speaking of kids, that's a great movie. That movie. Oh, man. Oh, look at this guy. Isn't it funny how this is advertised and then all of a sudden right below it? Oh, my God. What is he doing, bro? Look at this. Oh, no. Oh, my God. This guy's... What's wrong with this dude, bro? Oh, dude, look how uncomfortable this is. Oh,
everybody, bro. Jeez. Like, you guys like...
Oh, dude, he would have got punched. Why doesn't anyone ever talk about this?
You're going to have slapped him, dude.
Almost. You're 12.
Oh, you fucking creep.
Oh my God. Man, just seeing this and then like watching that movie last night with my wife, that Sound of Freedom, this sickens my freaking stomach. And why doesn't anyone talk about this? Look what he's doing look at this girl, bro.
He's like a terrible leader, bro. Like he has got no brain. I don't know what's going on top.
Man, I think a parasite taking over his brain with this stuff, dude. Look at this.
Reptilian.
This look. Yeah.
Can't control.
But watch again. No, I don't want to watch that shit again, bro. Like, why doesn't no one talk about that, man? Oh, that was the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. Where was that one video we just saw? The
run.
Oh, did you hear about that chick?
Oh yeah. That's here in Dallas.
Yeah, that was right there in Dallas and Fort Worth, man. That chick, I think. Speaking of reptilians. Yo, speaking of reptilians. Yo, so what do you think happened on that, bro? I want to know your opinion on that. I heard of everyone else. Like, my wife talks about this.
I mean, you got to put yourself in her shoes. Like, if he would have seen some shit like that, what would you do? Oh, like, just, like, sit there and ignore it? I mean, you're going on a plane, and there's been incidents where people just, the Twin Towers and shit. Like, everybody's scared to ride on a plane, especially if they see some crazy stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, how she reacted, I don't think she's, like, drunk or anything.
Do you hear her voice, like voice kind of trembling? Dude. She was like, "That motherfucker's not real." Yep. And I'm like, oh my God, bro, I got goosebumps thinking about that shit, bro. I think she saw a reptilian.
Yeah, when I first saw the video.
Yeah, she saw a reptilian.
And then I kept seeing the video in different, like, angles of it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, yeah, she saw.
I think she saw a reptilian. And then, so there was another video going on TikTok about it. And there was a guy that he was like, I was on that flight. I was, yeah. He said he was two or three rows in front on the right-hand side. So he was basically like, where he was sitting, he said he could like turn this way and he could see him and then the chick. Yeah, because he said he was on the window seat, right-hand side. They were in the back left. And so he was stating that she was talking to the dude, like, because she was talking pretty loud. And he turned around like this, looked back. He said that the dude was looking at her, not speaking.
Yeah, just chilling.
But she was like, yeah. Like, she was talking, but the dude just telepathically talking to her, bro.
That's crazy. And that's what she probably tripped out.
And so, yeah, she was saying that or excuse me, the dude, he was like, yeah, so this was going on. He goes, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I just had an earbud in. And then he goes, all of a sudden, she goes, what the fuck? And she gets up, and that's whenever this happened. And then he said after she left the plane, he looked back at that dude, and he said that he winked, and his eyes winked. Yeah. And he kind of just looked at it like, did I just see, like, he didn't trip out, but he was like, did I just see that correctly? And then the dude put the hoodie on. He said that he was wearing this hoodie and that he put the hoodie back over and he didn't see him after that. But then he was also stating that, he saw his eyes wink and he didn't think nothing of it. And then they went ahead and fly. And then he said that they had to replace the entire crew, like the entire crew left to it, and the pilot.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, and then like I heard that they don't know anything about her after that.
No.
She just pretty much like disappeared.
Yeah.
It's like, where's she at?
Now, this is I didn't want to say it. This is the most effed up part. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. So my wife gets into a lot of this stuff, this like weird stuff, right? So she started doing something. She's a freaking FBI agent, man. You want to know about somebody? Pay my wife $50, bro. She'll tell you everything, like in a day, bro. Oh yeah, let me show you. Blah 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 blah. Boy, she bring those receipts.
Like, hey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she'll bring the receipts for you, bro. She'll print it out right there. Oh yeah, this. So she was doing some digging in this, right? So when this chick was doing this, you know the Baphomet signal or whatever that goes around. You come on, you may count them. The Baphomet. The Baphomet.
Baphomet.
Baphomet. You know the demon that eats little children or sacrifices little children for blood. You never seen him?
Look at.
Okay, I show
Maybe
you.
if I see a picture.
All right, yeah, I'll show you this picture.
Films at the bar with them last night. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, nah. I think it's like this. There it is. Okay. That guy.
Oh, okay.
Him.
He's got boobs.
Yeah. So what he is he's one of the high anarchy demons in hell. Right? He's half goat, half man, half woman. He's the one that supposedly I don't want to get banned on YouTube and all this stuff, okay? This is theory. Take it with a grain of salt, whatever you want, okay? It's just theories, all right? The theory is not conspiracy theory, just a theory. He's the one that turns people gay, meaning he turns men to women and he turns women into men because it goes against God's will, right? And he is the one that is the demon that these Illuminati worship, that they sacrifice the children and they do all this kind of like crazy stuff, right? So you see the hand signals that he does, right? Up and down.
Okay.
Right? So check this out. So that girl, let me go ahead and get to this.
That's crazy. A lot of these pictures like that, like have meaning, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just kind of don't know about stuff.
So check this out.
What?
Okay, I'll leave it later. Okay. So let me go and fast forward it for a little bit.
What?
Right there.
This opinion. Let's go. Sure. Pause.
So right there.
Gestures is something that caught my eye initially. My eyes were immediately drawn to her hands while I was hearing what she was saying. But when you slow down the video, it's clearly...
Sis.
Do you think that, what do you think about that?
I mean, it could either be both or just, you know, similarity. I'm not, because a lot of people, especially when videos get viral, a lot of people are just going to start throwing.
That's true, yeah. But if you, like I said, if you look up like all the witch symbols and stuff like that, so whenever she does this, so what supposedly what it means is like she's opening up. She does this as a hand signal to open up everyone's mind. Right? When you do that, you open up the mind, you open up a portal. And then whenever she does the Baphomet, that's it inviting the Baphomet into everyone's mind. So it's just theory and theory. Not real, but just theory. So that's
great.
Yeah, that's the theory that's going around with that. Now, with the other dude that said that he saw that dude or whatever, so I kind of like, wonder if it's a setup or maybe it's a distraction.
I wonder why nobody got the guy on video. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's another weird thing.
There's like 3 or 4 different videos, footage, whatever, but nobody had the, I just let me point the camera back.
Yeah, let me see what guy she's talking about and like zoom in.
Right? It's not real. I want to see that.
And dude, we got like the Samsung Galaxy S23s now. I mean, we can zoom in on the moon.
Different area.
You can literally zoom in 20 feet behind you, and it's like, guy is he talking about? Let me zoom in on this guy.
A rooftop and check
something. Yeah, find something. Like I don't believe that at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
you can't ignore it, but you just can't believe everything you see too as well.
That's true. I mean, I personally think like she sounded scared.
Yeah.
She really sounded scared.
Yeah.
Regardless of she was doing it, I don't think like really that had anything to do with it, to be honest. Like I don't. I think it was kind of like heat in the moment type thing. She's just scared, but her voice was trembling. And they said she had a couple of drinks, but no one's gonna have a couple of drinks and like she doesn't even look drunk, dude.
Especially not.
She's not even
at the airport.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Drinks are weak.
They are weak. I don't drink no more, but yeah, we had some on the way to Mexico last year. Bro, I was like, I'm not paying. I told the bartender, I said, I'm not paying $14 for this drink. He's like, well, yeah. There is no alcohol in this drink, bro. I put in you put in half of a shot.
Second.
And it's as big as this Coke can, what I'm drinking. You watered it down with
80% ice.
80% ice, 15% Coke, and then 5% alcohol. Like, come on, bro. Like, anyways, that's an interesting subject that we, pretty much discussed. But where was that video? Oh, and then the Britney Spears thing, bro. That's another dude, I'm telling you, my timeline is all full of this. So did you see that video where she goes like this, and it's not her eyes?
Supposedly they have her they don't let her leave or whatever, her manager.
I don't even think that's really Britney though.
That's crazy. Maybe it's a bad clone they made.
I don't know. That don't even look like her, bro. That does not look like Britney. I don't know, man.
She looks beat up. I don't know. She's aging pretty bad. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
She's our childhood crush. No, I'm just. Yeah, she was actually. Yeah, she was all of our childhood crushes. Man, where was that story? Oh God. What he's giving me whisper is cheap then. You drink everything.
Capri Sun, yes.
Don't tell. No. No, he didn't. I've never seen this video. This is real reaction. No. Did he just do what I think he did?
Oh shit, look at the caption.
Don't tell my. Did he go?
Yeah.
He straight up sniffed that little girl? No, I've never seen this video. What is this?
Oh, the guy in the back, I guess his bodyguard or whatever.
Okay, so that's okay, so that is fake Joe Biden, I hope. Let me see. Hold on. Oh man, I've never seen this. Yeah. I'm a dear cool one. Didn't even whisper a sheep that anything new. In the move. Don't tell movie when I called you. Oh.
What?
Yo, this is true reaction, bro. No fucking way. Oh shit, that's gotta get
like this, bro.
What is going on?
He's just old as he knows he's gonna die soon. He's just rather roll into life. It's sniff people. Damn, smell good. What the hell?
Dude, how have I never seen this?
Look at the guy in the back.
Look at the mom, like,
Is that a mom?
what? I think that's her mom.
That was a cute boy or something.
He says, don't tell mommy I told you that.
He's like, I'm right here. What are you talking about? Oh, shit.
I'm recording.
Oh, you're recording. Not good at
Yeah, bro.
Oh my gosh. He can't even tell you're recording, bro. He's posing for a picture. Like, do you not see the timestamps?
So you're live on Facebook, right?
Yeah, you live. I got you telling you don't tell mommy. He goes, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. He goes,
What goes through this dude's mind, bros?
how is no one talking? Why isn't this on like the news? Like,
Our leader, man, right there.
he ain't my leader, bro. I'm crying, man. That's just, oh my God, man. What is going on? I didn't even know this even existed.
Yeah, it's here.
I didn't even know this existed, bro. Otherwise, I would have been talking about it at some point. I didn't even see it.
Man.
Oh, dude. Oh, that celebrity tweeted it out. Kevin Sorbo. Yeah, he's, dang, 1.7 million followers. He says, don't tell mommy. Yo.
That's insane.
And do you see how much, oh, look at this. She knew what was going on. She was like, I'm out of this office. She was barely the press secretary for like a year and a half, bro. And she was like, I can't do this no more. This man has lost his mind. I'm on my own. And then
at the White House just
the
recently.
cocaine, bro.
And then that's the White House.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if the White House and things are tripping over.
Yo, I didn't even think about it.
It's like, whose is it? I want to know. It's probably
You know, yeah, it's Hunter's.
like,
You know, yeah, you see, did you see that one video going around where Hunter's like,
oh, that's his.
that is,
oh,
that's his son, yeah, Joe Biden's son. And Hunter's like back, and Joe Biden is like,
oh man,
like, you need to get this mother under control, Joe. He's tweaking out over here.
oh man.
And then that's the day that they left. And not but 2 days after that, bro, that's when they found the cocaine, the cocaine.
That's probably.
Oh, that's Hunter's, bro. That's Hunter's. Yeah. Man, that's Hunter's cocaine.
Insane.
I can't believe that. Dude, how many years? 200 and something years of freedom, and Joe Biden gets into office, and they start finding cocaine in the damn White House.
That's crazy. Though.
I mean, how do you sneak that in? I mean, don't they pat you down and?
Probably put it in his dad's pocket, and he dad sneaked this.
Oh yeah, sneak this in for me. Joe Biden probably forgot about
Made
it.
a field out there. He'd go in his pocket, steal his phone, text message, put some random stuff on his Facebook page, and he wouldn't even notice.
Oh, he wouldn't even know.
What was that?
And then I'm just like, don't tell mom. Don't tell mommy. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, Dad.
So you're live. What are you talking about?
Oh man, this dude, Andrew Tate's OG, triple OG. Oh man, I can't believe I can't find that thing. Anyways, it was that man that was walking down a woman's member. Oh, there's another one again.
Oh man,
Another one tweeted. Who is this?
DC Drano.
Biden didn't know this woman was recording. You can hear him aggressively sniff her small child. Oh my God. I've been The sniffing sounds have been dubbed in this video. The original version has no sniffing noises and the only background noise. Okay. All right.
But what exactly did he tell?
What did he tell the kid?
You have no business whispering nobody's ear, like especially kids like that.
Yeah. He would say like, Epstein's Island still exists. Did you hear what I said?
Epstein's Island. Oh shit, man.
Yo, this is some stuff. Man, I can't believe I lost it.
There's Biden in the beach.
Oh, was that Biden?
Nah.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Dude lost his damn mind. Oh my God. That's probably Hunter with another little kid or something. Yeah, man. Oh, there he is. Is that him?
Looks like him.
Oh, he's walking. That's walking like him, dude. That's Biden. He just dragged, dude.
He's a big ball, dude.
Oh no, that's not Biden. Okay.
His brother. Whoa.
Oh, dang! Come on, bro. It's just a video game. Parents attacked their 16-year-old son in a gaming chair for spending $45,000 in a video game. Oh my god!
Whoa.
I love video games, but not that much. I don't love them that much. Oh man, I can't find it. Oh, Terrence Williams, man, he's funny. That dude's funny as heck. But it's tip negative. Dang. Bro, I'm telling you, what's up with Britney, dude? Someone save Britney.
I don't think they're saving her. No, she's gone, bro. I don't know.
But see, I don't even look like Britney, though, bro. Because Britney don't have that type of body. She's a little bit thicker than that. I don't know. That just don't look like Britney.
That's weird.
That don't look like Britney. Oh, I thought that was really Elon Musk. I was about to say, oh, man. But that's it's a parody account. It's like, no way Elon Musk did that. This video is going everywhere.
Is he trying to pick up people? What?
Oh, bro. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, now I see the baby. Hold on. That's the actual baby. Like, let me see.
Oh.
Let's see, right there.
You can't.
Okay,
now you can.
So that's like an actual baby. Like he's talking to a baby that's not going to comprehend.
Yeah, you can't see the baby in the other video.
No, this one you can. So it's a baby. I thought it was maybe like a literal
poor baby. It's like, who's this?
See. Oh, it is. Look. So that other video, they chopped the baby out. Why are they editing out the baby?
So many questions.
Oh my God, dude, what are we doing? This. Oh, Kid Rock, he's funny. But yeah, this girl, man, she was out of that White House within a year and a half. She was like, see ya. If Russia uses cluster bombs against Ukraine, it will be a war crime. Joe Biden, we're giving Ukraine cluster bombs to use against the Russians.
You know what would be cool? Throw a rave at the White House.
Oh, I'm pretty sure, dude, you know, Hunter would be the first one. He'd be the first one. That's a real woman right there. Where is it? Man, I can't believe I missed that. What? Look at this. African children trafficked to UK for blood rituals. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what that movie was about.
What was that movie called?
Okay. So the movie was called The Sound of Freedom, right? Spoilers for anyone. If you want to fast forward the video, I'm going to get into some spoilers on here. If you haven't seen it or whatever, go see it. If not, you can fast forward.
Yeah.
So the plot is you have this boy and this girl, their brother and sister, and they're being raised by a single father. At the beginning of the movie, this lady, she's pretty, comes up to the father and is like, oh my God, your kid would be great for this acting dub thing that we're doing. Bring them by this apartment at, in the morning, tomorrow morning, and, there's other kids going to be there and blah, blah, blah. So he's like, okay.
Free cookies.
Yeah, exactly. So the father, of course, this is Mexico, so you're trying to find any way to try to, make some money. And she was, promising like, oh yeah, these contracts are thousands of dollars, per kid. And both of your kids are beautiful. They can do this, then we can maybe move you guys to America, et cetera, et cetera. Like, it was all guts and glory. So he brings them the next morning, brings them over to the studio, this apartment building. And she was like, oh, okay, thank you. And all the other kids were inside that little apartment or whatever. And she's like, oh, well, father, parents can't stay. This is just for the kids. At that point, I'd be like, nope. Come on, kids. Come on. At that point. But, yeah. He was like, oh, okay. So he leaves them. And then he goes, when do I need to pick them up? She goes, you need to come back at 7 o'clock. Don't be late because we leave out of here at 7:15. He was like, okay. So 7 o'clock comes. He comes back. that room is just empty. Empty. So fast forward through the movie, and then it starts showing that dude, Jim Cazaville, whatever his name is, you know, the main actor, that he catches child predators, and he shows them go through this, a sequence of how he captures child predators. He captures this one dude or whatever. And the little boy that he supposedly was going to, you know, whatever, told him, like, oh, your name is Timoteo, which is, you know, Timmy or Tim in Mexican. And he's like, my sister gave me this necklace and it has your name on it. And she said, you help capture kids, and can you get my sister? And so the entire movie, at the beginning, he's like setting up trying to capture his sister in Mexico. He's trying to find her, trying to do all this. And, you know, of course, the U.S. government is like, oh, he works for like the Secret Service agency or something. They're like, oh, we don't have money to put towards this and blah, blah. He's like, well, fine. Then he quits. And so he does it himself. And then the same person that told him no was like, you know, you're a really good agent. I don't want to lose you. So we'll give you some resources you can have. So here's like 20 G's, you know, say you're doing a training op, whatever, but that's all we can do for you. He's like, okay, fine. So throughout this movie, dude, it just shows like what these kids are going through. It luckily doesn't show anything. It interprets. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it interprets what they're going through. And man, I'm just sitting there, me and the wife are just sitting there like, bro, like, I'm just like, no way. Like, she's tearing up, crying, and she don't even have any kids.
You know, it's sad that it's actually, you know, in real life, you know, events that have happened even worse. You can't even imagine. Like, yeah, I don't like to see stuff like that, whatever. Yeah, you have to be informed. Like, you have to know that there's, you know, sick people out there that do this. You just always have to be cautious.
Yeah. I mean, you know, good thing is after figuring out where the little girl is, like, he almost dies getting her. He has to kill like the main dude that is in South Colombia. And like the government doesn't even go in these woods because it's owned by this guy named the Scorpion. And he has to go in there alone. So he pretends like he's a medic, and he gets from the District of Columbia, not District, but from Colombia, that, you know, this virus is going around, and, you know, he has vaccines and all this stuff, right, to kind of make his way. Yeah. And so he goes in there, and, you know, he's like, I got to check everyone here. And if there's one person here, we got to put them in a separate tent. We have to do this. We have to do that. You know, it's very serious. And, you know, the Scorpion dude was like, oh, okay, fine. So he finds the little girl. He sees her. And so he tells that guy, the guy called him and is like, oh, is she sick? And that little girl is like, his. Like, when I say his. I'm not saying on stream, but like his, right? And so fast forward to the night, he goes around trying to find the little girl, and he finds her in that tent, and she screams, and they're in like a bonfire. The guy's getting all drunk and shit off tequila. And so, you know, he was like, shh, I'm here to help, this and this. We got to get you out of here, blah, blah. So he hides under the bed, and the Scorpion dude comes in. It's like, you know, hey, Mija, did you scream or whatever? And she's like, oh, yeah, just bad dreams, you know. Oh, man. Making me sick to my stomach just even talking about it, dude. And so he's like, oh, I can do something to cause, you know, I'll make your bad dreams go away. And here it is, the actor, Jim, he's underneath the bed, and he's like, no way. Like, so he grabs the girl, starts putting her on the bed, and then like you see him like undoing his belt, and that little girl is just like sitting there scared as shit, like, oh God, again. And so Jim comes up out of the bed, sneaks, and you see the little girl kind of look to the side like this, and then it pans over to Jim, the actor, and he goes, like telling her, close your eyes. And he just like waylays this guy. He breaks his neck, like just. And then it's so cool, dude. The cinematography in this movie is amazing. So it goes to like darkness, like the whole screen goes dark. And you hear them struggling. And then it opens up. And when it opens up, it's like eyelids. And then it pans to the girl, and she's just looking around, and then she closes. Then it goes to, oh, dude, the cinematography was amazing. I'm like, whoa. Like, I'm like, that, I'm going to use that, you know, doing something when I'm filming or whatever. But then finally it's closed, and then, like, you hear her breathing, like, and then you see the eyelids open up, like the screen, and then he's just sitting there, and he has his hand out, and he says, "Come on, Mia, time for you to go home." And he goes, "Tu casa." And she goes, "Okay." And they escape, and they finally get her and stuff like, oh, dude, it's an amazing movie. It's amazing. Dude, it is like, and it's real. And then at the end, bro, he calls out all the elite. Like at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
He calls the entire elite out. And he was like, we weren't able to, this movie was done 5 years ago. It was finished. Like before Trump even got in office, the movie was done. He said that they had to, they couldn't find people to edit, and they couldn't find people for sound and for promotions to help all this stuff. And he says that's what took them so long. They had to hire out like editor after editor after editor. And, you know, because they're like, when they started editing it, they're like, I can't do this. Like the movie was so intense for them. They're like, we can't edit this. And they had to just, and so it took them 5 years, dude, just to even get the movie on screen. And then, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just, you reminded me of like this documentary they were doing on people that actually work for Facebook and how they have to, you know, because social media, there's so much crazy stuff that goes on in videos, you know, like people getting their head shot off and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're interviewing this guy that pretty much just makes, I don't know, I think they said like $18, $19 an hour to work for Facebook to remove videos like that. And so these guys go through like so many videos that, you know, eventually it gets to their head because they see so much.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, they end up getting, you know, traumatized that you know, that work in the field.
I didn't know that.
I mean, and it's like, man, this guy's getting paid $18, $19 an hour just to take off videos, but he gets to see everything, you know? And like, man, I was like, I could not do that. Like, nope.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of these like country or these places outside of the country in the U.S., man, and even sometimes I come across them on Facebook, like, how the heck does this video have 25 million views? And I know it's nature, but it's like a zebra getting ripped to shreds by crocodiles, and I'm like, how?
You know,
and like, okay, I do Facebook marketing. My ads get like rejected because it's like
some little small.
Yeah, it's like, oh well, it deals with insurance, so therefore you didn't put a special category, so reject it. And I'm like, but this video on Facebook here has 25 million views of blood, guts flying everywhere.
Shot or whatever, you know.
Yeah, someone getting shot.
I mean, like,
it's like, how?
I get banned from Facebook from time to time just because I said some, you know, I was like some randomly, like, oh, we should just beat them up or something. I was like, oh, Facebook is not, you know,
hate crime, violence.
Even I called my sister a word in Spanish, you know, and I got banned for that.
For saying in Spanish?
Yeah.
What'd you call her?
Puto. Me and my sister, we get along. I call her bro.
Yeah.
I call her, yeah.
They banned you for that?
Yeah, for like 30 days. I'm like, oh, heck. What? And sometimes, like, before I write something, I was like, bro, I'm going to get banned for this. Watch. Boom. 5 minutes later, I said, yep, restrict.
But then, like, also, yeah, and then there's also these videos on Facebook that are like these women naked, but they have a shirt on. And then there's other videos on there, they're like women breastfeeding or whatever. I mean, that's fine. I know it's natural.
But it's still
a boob is a boob. you
because you put a child in it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly. It's like if some girl has her boobs out and they're made to feed infants, but you ban this video, but then you have the exact same girl with her boobs out holding a kid, and you're like, this is okay, dude. That makes no sense. A boob is a boob.
There's a lot of things on there that don't make sense at all. It's just ridiculous, but.
And it's always easy. Yeah, and I see it too, man. Like if you go to your watch feed, just go like scroll over. You know, you have your home, your watch, marketplace, right? Mm-hmm. Scroll over, just go to your watch feed. Oh, dude, look at it. Yeah, check. Look. Okay, So you have it like right there, right? So I just went over to my watch feed, right? There's a tuna. Here's a shark video getting, just murdering something in the water, right? I mean, you have these reels of like these gorillas effing around, and then like, look, you have this dude getting the shit made out of him, look, with a shovel. Yeah. You have all this violence. Bro, that's what I'm telling you. 31 million views. And you have these construction workers beating each other with a shovel, dude.
You got kids watching. Like,
yeah, look at them.
Every kid nowadays has a phone. I mean, there's no way to censor things.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look, this was uploaded May 30th. How is it still on Facebook? It's like, look, another shark video probably attacking somebody. Just kamikaze attacks during World War II. I'm pretty sure that's, dude. Look, warning, graphic video, warning, graphic video. And I'm pretty sure this is like a hog getting eaten up by an alligator or something. Like, bro, I'm telling you, like, Facebook, it just don't know its, like, algorithm. But my ads for my clients get rejected because I didn't put them in special category. I'm like, anyways, off all that crap, dude. Let's talk about some what?
MySpace, man.
Oh, MySpace was the crap.
It was awesome.
Okay, what do they have going on here? Oh my God, that's edited. That's not real. I can always tell that's edited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so this we'll get off all that crazy stuff, man. I want to talk some business. Let's talk some business stuff.
All right.
So, do you have anywhere that people can like contact you and stuff like that if they do want to DJ like here in Dallas? Like they hit you up on social media? Is your Facebook private? Like how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, I actually do have social media on we got Facebook. I actually have a DJ page on there. I believe it's DJ Mik3. That's Mike. Mik3 Pizzle.
Spelled as it sounds, Pizzle, right?
Mik3
Mm-hmm.
and then Pizzle.
All one, like one word?
Yeah, pretty much on every social media, it's one word.
Okay.
Mik3 Pizzle. Which is either Instagram or whatever. But yeah, I need to get some business cards made.
I got a guy, dude, that can do that for you. And he charges very good. He did my business cards, actually right there in the front. Yeah, he did my business cards. Very good dude. He was on my first episode. His name is Ron. He's a graphic designer. So you can just give him like little stuff, and man, he can create some nice high quality 4K stuff for you. He charges excellent too. Like for the work he does, man, he charges like really, really good. And we got to get you some business cards, man. And then
Yeah, I had one of my last gigs that I played out there in West Texas. This older gentleman, he went up to the booth, and I thought I was gonna request a song or whatever, but he actually liked, he wasn't there too long, but he liked my style, I guess, and he's like, "Hey, do you have any business cards?"
mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Oh,
and the first person to ask me was like, "Man."
So there's, if you don't need to do that, if you don't have one, there's this app, and this is not sponsored, by the way. So if you guys want to use this app, I use it a lot for my business, and it's called Popl, Popl. It's this app right here, Popl. Yeah, and what you do is you set up your own little business card. Like this, right? And it has your QR code and stuff like that. You have your name, your company, and you can literally hit share. They can scan that right there, and you can share also via LinkedIn, Instagram, WhatsApp, another way. So, this is something that you could use if you don't have business cards right now. You can just have, and you can upgrade, it has some upgrade stuff. It's really cool. Like, you can put a whole bunch of music on there, or like right here, you can scan your own little business card, just a whole bunch of cool stuff. And it puts in all your contacts and then, your settings. It's a really, really cool little app, Popl, Popl. Yeah, really cool little business app and stuff like that. Where was the last time you played at? Which one did you play? Was it the one I recorded you?
That was one of the last ones. That was on a Tuesday. Yeah, I actually played that same week on a Thursday. That was in Halton.
Haltom City. Yeah, I saw that on your Facebook feed. I was like, man, you crazy driving that far out to go DJ, bro. Because you had to work the next day. Man,
I really don't like doing the weekday shows, but I haven't done one in a while, and I kind of regretted it because I was suffering at work the next day, but I'm not as young as I used to be, and I get tired.
We all do, man.
But, I mean, I just, I guess it's like I haven't done it in so long. It's like, all right, let's go play on a weekday,
Yeah.
Regret it later. But, yeah, now I went to play, and I got home like at 3 in the morning and then wake up the next morning at 6 in the morning, go to work. Oh, yeah, I wasn't too happy.
What, you got home at what time?
Like 3 in the morning, I think.
Dude, and then you had to get up at 6 or be at work at 6.
Just taking, I get to work a little later than that. But I mean, I got to get ready.
But you got to get ready. Yeah. Oh,
so
man. Bro, y'all crazy. Y'all DJs do some crazy stuff, man. Because my cousin, he's a DJ, and man, when he was doing that fool he had a full-time job.
It's hard.
Dude, y'all are crazy, man.
I used to do shows where my sets would be like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and I would go home at 5, and I get home at like at 5 in the morning, and then go to work at 6, 7, or whatever. I'm like, phew. But yeah, no, I try to keep my gigs to just the weekends,
Weekends. Well, I mean, like a lot of weddings coming up, man. This fall weddings. Hey, if you ever get a wedding gig, dude, tell me videographer. And then same thing, if I get away, but hey, y'all got a DJ, throw some business back and forth, man. We always got to take care of each other.
One of the guys that was at the Tuesday show where you were there, I think he wants me to do his wedding, DJ his wedding. Not sure when he's getting married, but he told me, he's like, yeah, man, it's like, you're my DJ, man. So,
oh, cool. Heck yeah. Which, was it that white guy that was videoing?
David.
I couldn't remember which one, because one of them came up to me and was like, oh man, you have this, you have that. And I don't know if that was that same dude that did that for you that he was talking to me about. It was that white guy.
Oh man, I don't know.
David, no, I didn't get his name, but I was too busy like filming you, and he was trying to. I'm like, bro, I'm here to film.
He's just like busy, like playing and stuff, and I get in the groove, and so kind of just blank out for a little bit,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, he's really excited about his wedding. It's like, you're the DJ.
Dude, you play some really good stuff that night, man.
Thanks, man.
It was excellent, man. Y'all really, if y'all get something, you really need to get him up and definitely get you for a show. If I ever do my wedding again, or vows or whatever, for sure, man. Yeah, definitely gonna hit you up for DJing, because I liked your mix, man. It was cool. If I was like, I don't drink no more, so, but if I was drinking, I probably would have been up there like, God, I do the same thing. And yeah, well, next time I have you on, man, I wanted to talk more about like the Subaru stuff, the car club that we did.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. Like Johnny left, it was over.
Man,
Johnny, you're the reason, man. You're the reason why it broke up. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, we'll definitely talk some stuff like that, man. And but I appreciate you coming on, man. I know you were trying to come on for episode 2, but you had stuff to do, and that's cool.
Yeah, stay busy.
Well, last shout out, dude. Let them know here in Dallas, Texas, if they want to get you, hit you up on your socials and stuff.
Yeah, if you guys ever need a DJ, hit me up. Social media, any social media, just search Mik3 Pizzle. And something I should pop on there.
Should pop on there. Yeah,
DJ open format. I do, EDM shows. I do, weddings. I do quinceañeras shows, just a party, whatever, pool parties, anything. Just hit me up.
That's awesome, man. All right, cool. Thank you very much. Well, guys, this is episode 4. Yeah, this is episode 4. Gotta keep up with it, man. I'm doing everything, man. It's just going over my head with all the episodes. I gotta make sure I gotta get that on track. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This is DJ Mike Pizzle. I'm TJ, and we'll catch you guys on the next Millennial Mind podcast. Have a great day.